Hey and welcome to another tutorial. Today I will show you how to create this AT&T logo inside Microsoft PowerPoint. So the left one is an image, the right one is the logo created inside Microsoft PowerPoint. And this tutorial is actually heavily based on my previous tutorial about creating this Xbox 360 logo. If you haven't seen it yet, I would recommend you to watch it first because it includes some of the important details. So let's get started. I will start with a blank presentation where I already have this logo in here, and I of course want to start with this 3D sphere. And I will start simple. I will insert a new circle, so insert shapes oval, and I will press the shift key on my keyboard just so it's a circle, not an oval. Then I will right click and select a format shape, and I want to add this 3D, like a 3D sphere effect. So I will set the line to no line, and in the effects, in the 3D rotation, I will select one of those isometric views. It's probably outside of the view right now, so I will open the menu from in here, format, shape effects, 3D rotation, and probably this isometric top-up view. Now in order to add this rounded part, I will be using bevels. So the top bevel I will set to around it, and I will start increasing both the width and both the height. And as I'm doing this, you can see we are kind of forming this rounded part, which is great. But instead of just me pressing the up arrow key on my keyboard, I may just type in some random values. I don't know, maybe like 100 points for both width and height. That seems about right. So for the bottom bevel, I will do the same. I will set the bevel to be around it, with the width and the height to be set to 100 points, and that will give us the nice looking 3D sphere. So we just need to map some kind of texture to the sphere. So I will insert a new shape being the rectangle, and I will draw it with my shift key just so it's a square. I will set the line to no line, and fill. For the fill, I will use the eyedropper tool to sample the blue color from the original logo, and I will copy this into clipboard. So home, copy, or just press the Ctrl+C key. Now for our sphere, I will set the fill from solid fill to picture fill, and I will press insert picture from clipboard, which will use this blue rectangle as a fill. Now of course we don't need any kind of 3D shading and stuff, but don't worry about this right now. We want some kind of stripes. So what we can do is we can draw few rectangles in a smaller size, with the fill of course being set to white and the line to no line. And I will duplicate this few more times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe there are 5 stripes. Yes, they are. Then I will select all of them and select align, distribute vertically. Kind of align it over the blue rectangle, maybe like this. Select everything. I will copy this into clipboard. Now watch what happens if I select our sphere and select insert picture from clipboard. Now we have those kind of stripes. Of course they are a little bit rotated, so we have to choose a different view. So in the 3D properties, so in the 3D rotation, I will probably choose this left view. Yeah, that seems a little bit better. And I of course don't want any kind of shading, so in the 3D format I will set the material to be matte and the lighting to be flat. So now we have a flat looking sphere. The rotation is a little bit off, so in the 3D rotation I will probably rotate it by it along the Y axis. So Y rotation to be like this, and that looks about right. I will move it more to the left so I just have a little bit more space to breathe. Now you can see that the width of those lines is not equal all the time. They are kind of bolder or wider on the left side, going to the more or smaller lines on the right side. So I need to adjust those rectangles to kind of reflect that they should be kind of squeezed or stretched. So what I will do is I will temporarily set the fill to a different color just so I can better see what I'm doing. Then I will right click and select edit points. Maybe instead of editing this first one, I will edit the middle one because the first one is kind of distorted. So I will edit this middle one. I will set the fill to maybe this blue one. I will right click and select edit points, not edit text, edit points. And I want to add few more points. So I will click in here with my Ctrl key being pressed. So I will add 2 points on top, on bottom. I will probably make them a little bit wider, and for all the other points I will make it a little bit smaller, maybe like this. This seems about right. Now I want those to be a little bit smoother, so I will right click and select smooth point, and I can do the same for here. Okay, so those kind of like a fish shape. This should be a little bit more aligned to the right side, like this. Okay, let's see what happens if I copy this shape into clipboard, or all those shapes into clipboard, and use it as a fill. You can see that immediately this shape is being similar to the shape on the logo on the left side. So all that's missing is I will copy this new shape few times, meaning 5 times. So that wasn't a copy. I need to drag it with my Control and Shift key being pressed at the same time. Maybe like this. If I select everything and use this as a texture, you can see that it almost looks right. We have to move everything a little bit more to top, and this first shape should be probably a little bit smaller, maybe like this. Okay, let's see what happens if we just do it one more time. Okay, that looks much better. Okay, so the only missing thing is to make sure that those lines are in the white color, so I will change those to white color. I will select everything, copy this into clipboard, use this as a fill. I can probably group this together and use the selection pane and hide it for now because we don't actually need it, but in case we would like to make any changes, I will just keep it there hidden. I will move everything more to the right side, and I will also add this AT&T label. So insert text box, I will type in AT&T, sorry, I have to make it bigger, AT&T, and I will increase the size to maybe like, I don't know, 90 points, make it bold, and I can actually keep the same default font being the Calibri. It's not actually the one used for the logo, but it's pretty similar, so I can probably use it. Make the size to maybe 125. That seems about right, and that's it. That's how you create the AT&T logo inside Microsoft PowerPoint in almost no time. Thanks for watching.